so just being able to trust God and walk through this, because we definitely had questions and doubt. Did we make a mistake? Was moving here the best in the best interest? When you have children, you want what's the very best for them. So they were a big motivation for us moving here and creating a whole new environment for them, which they could flourish in. Well, instead of them flourishing, they were withdrawing from people. I saw their little hearts were like protecting themselves because they just didn't know if they were going to move again. We wouldn't want to get close to someone. We've had 3 moves in the last 2 years, 3 years, something like that. And so their little hearts were just guarding themselves. And they were, I just was like, I wonder if we made a mistake. But no, now after about 3 months, they started to make really great friends. We were so proud of the friends that they chose to hang out with, the kind of friends that really make you a better person.
Yes.
And that is priceless. We have watched them flourish in their spiritual lives, really making some great commitments and changing some attitudes. That's just beautiful. And being able to have that 3-month time period, really, where we were just our family and we didn't do a lot outside of the home, really was good for us.
Yeah, I think so too. It bonded us closer and allowed us to really discover who each other was and how we functioned in the family and what our strengths and weaknesses are, and celebrating those strengths. And we can walk forward being a blessing to other people more than ever before. And our church has a lot to do with that too. The church that we belong to is the most amazing place on earth. I have never met a pastor or a people that celebrate who you are and what you bring like this group, this body of believers. And it's a church of 1,500, and it feels like a church of 100, where you get to know people. And I don't know, I went to lunch with Pastor today, and that was just an amazing time for me, because his heart is to lift leaders up within the church so he can step into the background. And I've never experienced a pastor that is like, let the body function where it's strength. If you're a hand, you function as a hand, and you be the best hand you're called to be. And most pastors come alongside and say, I'm the head and I want to control everything. And this man just blesses me with how he is looking to promote and just facilitate what you want to do. And it may be only for a season, but if you're called to do it and you have something on your heart to do, he wants, and the church wants, to come alongside you and help you fulfill that, and not make it one of the pillars of the church. But for as long as you want to do it, it's yours to run with. And like he said, I have no problem with motivating people because they're motivated from within. If I motivate you, I've got to keep motivating you. But if it's your idea and you're working in the spiritual giftings, I have only to facilitate what God has put in your heart to do. And it's just, we could go on for hours, but it's just been amazing in our lives, and the fruit that it's bringing forth in the people that we know within the church. I have never seen anything like it, and I can't wait to see what God does through our family, in our family, and through this local body.
Yeah, I think it's been so exciting watching our teenage girls. That's a really difficult thing when you're a teenager, to leave behind everything familiar, all your friends, and be a nobody here. And so watching them just flourish in a way I never even dreamed possible. Gosh, if that was the only thing I got out of the move, it would have been worth it.
That's true.
Absolutely.
That's very true.
Everywhere we go, people are, when they interact with our children, they're just complimenting them. They're just amazed because they stand out as such a light in doing the opposite of what most teenagers do, I guess.
We think it's normal, but I guess we don't really realize what's in their heart. And that is a blessing, very much. It's not scolding them for what they did wrong. It's just like wherever they go, people want more of them. And as a parent, that's just
priceless.
Yeah, it's the best thing ever.
Priceless. We had at the beginning of this year, we pulled out some of our old goals and we made our fresh new goals for 2012. And we were so amazed that in the year 2007, January 2007, both of us sat down and put goals on paper, 1-year goal, 5-year goals, 10-year goals, 20-year goals. And each of us separately had put down for a 5-year goal.
Yep, yep.
To be
in a warm climate. And
we just wanted to find an awesome church, and the only requirement, besides whatever, was to be in a warm climate. We were in an awesome church back home, but it was not a warm climate. And so being able to put our girls into a nice big youth group that they could plug into and have positive peer pressure in their life as well has been great. But how crazy that a 5-year goal that we set for ourselves, it wasn't even like we said, okay, so we do this step and this step and this step. It was really like an act of God that just, one day I woke up, I said, I want to move. I think it's time to move to a warm climate.
And I said no.
Yeah.
I don't want to move. But
yeah.
She left it up to God, and God said, move. So we did.
Yeah. So I don't know what goals you might be setting for yourself right now, but I just want to encourage you, set goals, because you can really achieve them. And there's some powerful force of the subconscious mind that when you set that goal, you end up moving towards it. And you might just wake up one day in a place that you have been dreaming about and hoping for, but it could become a reality for you.
Yes.
So.
And the power of your words, the creative power of your words. You never know. And life and death is in the power of the tongue. Speak what you want. Speak who you want to be. Don't speak to the negative, speak to the positive. And let those words sink in, and let the Holy Spirit just move through and change your outward circumstances. It's just an amazing thing.
Thanks so much, Todd and Sherry Snyder from the Hill Country of Texas. Have a great day.
Bye.